Yo, I'm back. What's up? So, do you remember how I was talking about in the other video how I'm okay with things? Things are disappearing in life and everything is okay. Well, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. I found I found that I'm attached to certain things, and that's okay. The thing I want to talk about is me talking to a camera, number one. Number two, I'm attached. I said how things are disappearing in life, and that's part of life, and it's okay. But the thing that I'm attached to is my health. I realize that. And sometimes I'm too attached to this thing, whether I'm healthy or not. And it's part of my fear of not being healthy. And I think that's completely fine, to be attached to certain things. Yeah. Recently I found out that my knees are a bit messed up, but I don't know if it's chronically or acute. So that's been bugging me, and I believe that true detachment in life comes not through complete detachment, but uh, understanding that you cannot be completely detached from things, and understand that you can choose and be aware of your choice to what you attach yourself to. For example, the Stoics used to say, if something happens and you're averse to it, you don't want it to happen, you feel like you're cursed. And if something happens that you want to happen, if you're glad, so you're always up and down. So I think, in life you're a human being and you cannot be like I told in another video, like this theme about, oh yeah, everything is great, everything is okay, just accept things are disappearing, and that's part of cycle, the life and everything. Yeah, that's cool, but at the end of the day, we are all just human beings, right? And we are imperfect, and it's okay to be attached to things, and I'm attached to not being, I'm attached to being healthy. I want to be healthy, and that's good. It is not good if it controls me, if it's too much, of course, like everything in life. We should strive towards a balance, but even that, I guess, work towards, you know, towards that, but not really getting attached to, oh, I have to be in balance. Life is weird, honestly. Life is weird. So that's what I wanted to say. Just like I found that I'm being attached to being healthy. If I'm healthy, I'm yay. If I'm unhealthy, I'm oh. So I think that's completely normal, right? I want to be healthy, and I should not be, not be hard on myself for being attached to be healthy. I think the hardest thing in life is one of the hardest things is to understand what you're truly attached to or what you really care about. Things in life, your desires, and to get rid of this attachment or to work on getting, less desires, especially the desires that you really care about. Maybe I already talked about that. Maybe that's a theme I keep telling you guys about, or telling myself in this camera. Not you, just talk to myself. And I just wanted to share that. Do you guys find you're attached to something that you really care about and you want it to happen? Any desires that you find hard detaching from? What are your desires? How imperfect are you? Me first. I'm imperfect. Look at my hair. I need to cut my hair, and I need to shave. That's number one. I'm imperfect. I'm a human being. Yay! Look at me. Look at me, imperfect. Okay. Anything else? Yeah. I guess I also wanted to share. Yeah, the thing is, just by being aware of how I am attached to this thing of being healthy is making things much, much easier. Just being aware how I'm, aware of how I feel, or my automated thoughts, the mental habits that go through my mind, and part of my character and the environment and what formed me and how I perceive things. And the more aware of that, the more I grow distant from it, and I don't attach myself to it, right? I don't put my identity into it. I don't consider this part of what's truly me, It just comes and goes, and I don't have control over it. All I have control is my reaction, right? So I can say, oh no, poor me, I'm attached to being healthy. Oh no, why am I such a bad guy or bad human being? Or I can just say, yeah, I'm attached to this thing, and I'm just a human being, imperfect, and it's just funny. I think in life it's really important to laugh at things, because at the end of the day, we don't have a lot of things under under our control. I think most of the things in life is not under our control. So I believe, yeah, that's why it's important to put your faith into it, or to believe in something greater than you. And yeah, that's really important. So at the end of the day, we are just instruments. I believe in God, so I believe I'm more like a God's instrument. Of course, I do my best, and I have a lot to, a lot under my control. But most of the things in life are not. But of course, the things that are in my control, I can do a lot with that. Let's say it's 90-10%. Like, let's say 90% of the things in life are not in your control, and 10 are. So this 10, for example, I'm just making an example, who knows, 10%, that's a lot. The 10% you can control, that's a lot. And one thing I don't still contemplate on work on is the idea. As I said, I believe in God. I consider myself Orthodox Christian, being an Orthodox Christian. So, but I said before that I'm just learning and just new at this whole thing. And the part in Bible that says, I barely started to read Bible. I don't know anything. So it says, like, you should get rid of your, not get rid of, but let go of your life on earth in order to be rewarded for the real life, for the eternal life in heaven, and to be rewarded. And all of the spiritual teachings, I think, come to the same conclusion: how this life that we live is not real in a way. I mean, all of these things, we have automated thoughts, mental habits, the situation and traumas that shaped us, and coloring. All of that is just not in our control. It just it just comes and goes. It's not real. And when you see how much you just don't have in control and how everything is funny. Like it's important to laugh at things, how much vulnerable we are, but at the same time, through that vulnerability, we are strong. We understand. We accept, and we accept that things are not in our control. We laugh. We can just laugh and understand how much we have in control, and that's a big thing. And then work on that, right? But the idea that I wanted to talk about is at the end, like, what does Jesus Christ really say to get rid of the things that are on this, what is that? Is that the part when we realize how much we are, like, small, but also each life is important. It's kind of connected, right? I mean, everything is connected in life. A lot of things are a paradox, and everything is connected. What about you guys? Yeah, I ended up with a big idea, but the attachment, detachment, what do you guys find that you are really attached to, and that your mind is forming some kind of ideas that are not true? Or, yeah, can you tell me, like, down, yeah, what did I say before? Comments in below. Yeah, just write if you have any ideas to share about attachment, detachment. What do you find it's hard for you to detach from, the desires you can let go of, and that's okay, that you feel fine with. And yeah, that's it. Good night.